Hello everyone. This video is in response to No Starting 1996 Accura 2.5 TL. The car's value is at $35 to $4,200. I actually bought this one for $575. And it's a really nice car. I mean, really good shape, pretty paint. Nothing wrong with the car except the owner said he thought it was a computer. Well, after getting the car for $575, paying $85 to have it towed from Doral to Homestead, Florida, I spent $660 in the car. Okay, which is not bad for a $4,200 Kelly Blue Book value car because the car is in great condition and it is running and it's not the computer that was the problem. The problem is this, the starter. Now, a lot of people say you have to remove all this stuff to get to the starter, and I didn't remove any of it. The only thing I did was simply took a 14 millimeter and a 17 millimeter. Can't see it right now because I got the starter sitting actually where it drops back down into the motor at, which is right here. You can slide down, and you just need an extension bar with your racket. They remove all this because once you put your ratchet in on it, there's really no room to move your hands down there or move anything. When you got your hands in there, you're liable to pull something apart you didn't know about or something. So simply just use your ratchet with some type of leverage bar extension so that you get good leverage up above the motor. Like my bar came out to about right here, almost reaching the hood. And, it was easy to just grab the bar, push it, grab the bar, push it, grab the bar, just get it loose. Okay, so now I got everything. I got the starter up, sitting up here. And, okay, someone told me it could be this, which is your ignition switch. In fact, I'm going to show you how to check that wire. Exactly what I'm doing. That's why I have this here, is I wanted to check the power from the ignition switch to the starter before I remove everything. Well, actually, I'd remove this starter. Was looking to buy a new one because I know it is the starter that's bad, but I just hooked it back up to run some tests to check it out. So here's the initial one thing. See, once you do this, you see I got spark there. I don't know if you guys could see it. But yeah, you can see it. You see that spark coming off there? But the starter is not doing anything. So, what I did was, when I found that out, I took my vice grips and just simply tapped the starter a couple of times. And then, voila, like magic, connect, the starter is working. So, that kind of made me think, okay, that's the starter. So to check my ignition switch and my relays to the starter and make sure that I'm getting proper voltage to the starter through this wire, I just simply tap it a couple of times to get it warmed up. Then just go inside, and you have to listen at this point. I can see the starter really clear. I don't know if you guys can, but turn your key over and the starter is out and it's running. The cars will crank. Now you see, turn it again and it's nothing. The car is not trying to crank, the starter is not moving, the starter is not doing anything. So, with that being done, that will let you know that, yes, the starter is in default, and yes, the starter needs to be replaced. So, that's simple with checking that. And also, guys, what will come in handy is one of these little babies. This is a digital multimeter. I don't know, some guys gonna spend a lot of money on these things. But me, I'm just a at-home, do-it-yourselfer garage type guy. And I got this one. I mean, it's really good. You want to set it on DC volts to 20. It has AC volts. It has DC for your fuses, your 10 amps. It has battery check for the 9-volt batteries and 1.5-volt batteries. I mean, it has the OHM checks. So, I mean, it's really good. But the only thing you do when you want to check the DC in your 10 amps is for the ones that are unfused. You want to take this one, leave it here. This is your Cummins, but you take the battery and you put it over here in this slot to check your DC 10 amps under your dash. Okay, but other than that, I mean, you want to just get this tool. It has two ends, red for positive, black for negative. And you want to take the negative one first. Just stick it down. Get it to just sit in that slot down in there in your battery terminal. Then you want to take the positive one and hook it up. Then you want to look at your meter here. So this battery is reading at 1222, which is above 12, but not exactly where you want it to be. The lowest you're going to see on the battery is 12.4. Anything from 12.4 to 12.67 is where your battery should be when the car is not running. When the car is running, it can be anywhere from 13.67 to 14.67. Anything higher than 14.67, the alternator is out of sync and it's putting too much charge, and you might want to get that alternator checked before it blows out on you. You can get a rebuild or you can just get a replacement. It's about the same much. So I just get a replacement and warranty is only 6 months, and spending the same amount of money and buying a new one from your local auto parts store with a limited lifetime warranty is a much better deal. So with all that being done and said, it's things. So I know that it's my starter. So I just wanted to give you guys a little insight on troubleshooting the no start and the 1996 Accura 2.5 TL. And most Hondas, same thing. Mostly all cars, you can do the same procedure to check your starter in any model, but there's nothing to exactly show the guys about the 2.5 TL. And the videos that are out there, they want you to remove your whole manifold and all that type of crap, loosen up all these wires here and all that, and I ain't go through any of that stuff. I just simply pulled it out and put it back in, and then I just got it out to know that for sure that my starter is bad. The only thing that hose that you would have to unhook, and I don't know if you guys can see it really clear, is this hose right here. I just hooked it back up because I was turning my key over and everything, and this hose actually is from my brake line. So therefore, I mean, I need it hooked up. I don't want it to not send the brake. You know, I want my sensors to not sense something's not hooked up, and it wouldn't let the car start either. So make sure that you hook this hose back up before checking your ignition switch. That what I just showed you, that showed me once I tapped it and went inside and clicked, that showed me that my relays are good. That showed me that my ignition switch is good, and it lets me know definitely that it's the starter, because in order to get fire from it, it has to be tapped. So that means the dog motor is getting stuck. So here's what you make sure for the last time to show you guys. Oh, wow. It actually just fired right up that time. But you see the sparks coming off in the back there, and you see no action right here. So, and if you guys don't have the time and aren't mechanically inclined to take your starter out, you just get you a long, like say your jack handle pole or something, locate your starter, and just give it a few whacks, like so, and then go inside and hit your T-switch. If your starter does that when you hit your T-switch, see how fine it's running? It's running perfect right now, but the starter is not perfect. Of course, you see. Now, there's nothing, and I am tapping it, but there's nothing. So, I mean, you can actually hear the starter fire up and run after I tap it a couple of more times, and then You hear that? See how it's jumping out and clicking right in? So that's letting you know definitely, guys, that it is a starter problem you're facing. Sorry about the whiteout. My gloves got in front of the screen. So thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned and look forward for more updates on the accura mechanic work, and also I'll be posting more videos on the Grand Marquis models as well. Thanks, guys, for watching. Have a great one.